If you're into Pinterest marketing, you probably know that Pinterest idea pins are great for generating views, but it's hard to know how to use them for driving traffic back to your products. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use idea pins to tag your e-commerce products. I'm Kim from Little Biz Resources, and let's dive in. All right, so here we've got the Pinterest page on idea pins, and I wanted to show you this because the number one question that I see is, I'm on desktop and it's not working. The reason why is because you can only tag products using Android or iOS. The other thing is that you need to tag products that are already on Pinterest using product links, and that's only if they have the right connection. And then you can also do affiliate links if they're approved affiliate links. So if you're having challenges with that, you'll need to reach out to support on Pinterest. And I'll tell you that I'm in the US. I cannot tag Amazon links, period, not just affiliate links, but I cannot tag Amazon links. So that'll be something I need to do, is reach out to support and find out what's going on, because that should be something that you can do. And they do have that on their support page, by the way. So let's go ahead. I'm going to be actually linking back to this particular page. It's fabric. So I've created some pins. Now here I am in my Pinterest app. This is my account. I'm a verified merchant. So that makes it easy. Verified merchants have that connection already, so that I have a shop tab and everything. So I can find my product pins on Pinterest if that's what I choose to do. If I'm lazy and I just want to create it from a link, I can do that as well. So let's go ahead and let's go into diving into the idea pin. So I'm going to go idea pin, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to say next. And now I'm going to go into here, and I'm just going to show you how to tag this, and then I'm going to pause it and do a little bit of editing, because it takes a little bit of time with the app, with the, you got to use your fingers. I'm using my phone here. It's hard to do. So what I did, just to make sure you saw that, is I went here to stickers, right? So first, let's go back for a second. These are the ones that I just loaded. What a lot of people don't realize is that you need to click into each image, each one. Now these are little video clips. So I'm going to click into it, and then I can go ahead and hit the stickers button, right? So I'm going to hit stickers, and then I'm going to hit product, because I'm going to pick a product pin. Now again, if you just have a regular pin, it's not going to come up. This has to be a product. So I'm going to put in Bubble Guppies fabric, and maybe I'll put in Merchlet, so it'll find a little faster, hopefully. Not seeing it. That's on Etsy. There we go, Merchlet, right there. And you saw that there was another image that was very similar to mine. Now mine's a scanned image. It's my image. It's licensed, so it's not really like it's my image, but it's a scanned of the product, actual product. So people tend to steal that from other people because they're lazy. So now I'm going to move this. I can move this around, and sometimes you have to get out of it and back in because it's trying to edit it. But you'll see it only goes down a certain distance. So ideally you can, if like mine says click here for the fabric, what I'd like to do is have arrows. But I wasn't sure where it was. So I created this. I'm going to go ahead and add an arrow from the stickers that are in here. So I'm going to go back into stickers again, and I'm going to click on, I actually have arrow there, but I'm going to say arrow. And that is not the word arrow. I don't have my glasses on, just for the record. Okay, so we can do, they don't have very many arrows. You can change the colors of these, by the way, and you can move them around. So I'm going to change this to, pink, and then I have to get back into it, and it did not change it to pink, even though I wanted it to. And see, you can see making it smaller and everything is kind of hard to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, though. Let's edit the sticker again and make it pink again. Driving me crazy with this. Maybe we'll leave it the color that it is. Done. There we go. So that's how you do that. And I'm going to pause it. I'm going to do that for the rest of these. Now, so that's what's going to happen is you want to do this for each of the 4 videos. Oops, I need to get out of that page. You want to go into each one of these and do that, right? So I want to come into the next one. I'm going to say stickers. I'm going to say product. I'm going to find the same exact product again. Bubble Good. Now, if you have multiple, in fact, what we'll do next in the same video, but after this one, I'll show you how to do one page and multiple on the same page. Fabric. Then we're going to search through for Merchlet. And now, so frustrating. They really need to fix their editing on this. I'm sure people get this much faster, but I'm pretty tech savvy and this is ridiculous. So I'm going to keep editing these and then we'll come back. So it gets a little faster when you keep doing it and you don't have a band-aid on your finger. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, right? Now I'm going to hit next. And here it says add a title optional. Since I already have the information on here, I'm going to skip it. Though that would be a good way to tell the algorithm what you're doing. So you might want to put something on the front. You know, there's lots of ways that you can do this. There's no hard and fast rules. Every account is going to be different, right? I have people always leave a comment and say, well, you should do it this way. You should do it that way. That's great. Everybody should be testing everything because Pinterest doesn't have hard and fast rules. Their algorithm makes determinations. They tweak their algorithm regularly. So just test, right? So we're going to come down here, pick a board. I created one earlier, was product creation ideas using cotton fabric. So we're going to do that one. I'm going to look for some topics real quick. So we're going to do quilting. We're going to do quilting fabric. And then we're going to do sewing. We'll do sewing projects because they could use that for that. And then we'll just do regular fabric. Now I went through this earlier, so I know that there's, you'd want to go through your list and find the keywords that pop up in Pinterest. But this is just to give you kind of an idea. Not all of the keywords show up as tags. So once you make your list, you can go through and find out which ones are tags. So we're going to say done on that one. And then advanced settings would be if you see this here, show similar products, it's off because it's tagged to products. So if you see this on, something's wrong if you're trying to tag a product. Otherwise, if you're not tagging a product, you probably want to turn this off if your product isn't super unique, right? And if you don't want to allow comments, you can turn that off. And if this is some sort of a partnership where you're getting paid for this, you would want to turn on that it's branded content. All right, so we are going to, that's it. We're going to go ahead and publish it. Right now, the thing is you cannot schedule idea pins yet. And that's been that way for a while. I don't know if they're going to. Okay, we're going to say publish and then see the idea pin. All right, there we go. So now it's on there, right? And if somebody wants to, they can click on that and it'll take them to the actual product pin, right? This is the product pin, right? So we have it saved already because it's part of ours. So we can visit this and it will take us straight to the site. And you can see the product details. I am clicking on random stuff. So I'm going to say visit and see if it'll do it again. There we go. This is my connection, not that it doesn't work. And this goes to our site, merchlet.com. And that is, again, that's a product pin that's straight on our site. So if you want to do Etsy or whatever, you can do that as well. So let me go ahead and pull up another one with multiple products in it so you can see that. Okay, so now we are going to tag some products in a regular pin. So idea pins you have to do on either Android or iOS. But when you're doing a regular pin, you can tag a product on desktop. So you can use your desktop version to do this, okay? So let's go ahead and pull up the pin. Drag this over. And then what you want to do is you want to fill this in. So I'm going to pause it and then I'm going to fill that in and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I've created the title, the description. I put in alt text just because I can. And then I did a destination link. Now, what I did was I did a search on my site. So I had a results link and I put that in there. Now I'm going to put this to publish later since I did one earlier today to kind of test everything out. Now, one of the things is that on Pinterest official documentation, Kim can speak English sometimes, then it says you can tag 4 products. You can actually tag more than 4 products. So that made me have to redo this entire section because I followed their instructions and it was wrong. It's just obviously it's updated. So if you can't tag more than 4 products, then it might just be rolling out slowly. But to tag a product on here, you scroll over to the part that you want to tag. So this says click anywhere to tag. You want to click right here. So I have 6 different ones that we can do, right? So I'm going to click that one, and then I'm going to search for it. Now this is, I'm a verified merchant, so I'm able to pull up my own product pins on here. Okay, so let's go find this one. It's right here. And I'm going to do that for each of these and be right back. Okay, so we've got everything tagged on here. So there's 6 of them on here. It actually says tag up to 8 products in the scene here. So that's a change from the 4 that they have in their other documentation. Then we're also, it says make a collection down here. Now, I don't know that you need to do both. And there's probably arguments for it all, but I'm going to try to make everything about Merchlet as I can, right? Because that's what I'm doing on here, is doing Merchlet stuff. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do Star Wars fabric. And I'm basically going to, I'm just going to go ahead and put that pin in there. This is a pin I did earlier. So I am going to basically everything that pops up that's Star Wars fabric. This all looks the same. That probably I tagged for fun. I don't know why it came up. So those all look the same. So we're going to say add those 16 products. Let's see if I can add some more. Let's see if I spelled that right. It looks like I did. So that one's there. I don't know if these are all there. We're going to just tag them anyway. All right, so I've got 22 out of 24. That's pretty good. So once I've done that, I've already come in and said I'm going to make a collection. And I don't know if it took away my capability to publish later or not. So we're just going to go ahead and publish and see what happens. Now I collected, so selected the board. Now I want you to notice that I have a Star Wars fabric one here. That's where I put the other pin. There's a lot to Pinterest strategy that you need to know so you don't get in trouble, right? I mean, I've had multiple accounts shut down simply just because I decided to go pin a bunch on one day and then I didn't another day, or I scheduled it out for a week and it just decided that the scheduling was not good enough or whatever. So Pinterest has an algorithm that just, it tends to punish people selectively. We don't really know. I mean, there's lots of people who claim they've never been shut down. Usually those are people who've had seasoned accounts for a very long time. The algorithm will tend to skip over some. And the other ones, they create the account and they get shut down almost immediately. So if you're like, hey, I'm interested in Pinterest, but I want to know more about strategy, check the description. There's a link to a free training in there from the place that I follow for Pinterest strategy, right? So, and I have multiple Pinterest accounts and lots of them. I get lots of views and lots of followers and stuff on a lot of them. Merchlet's new. So that's why I'm showing you how to do all this on this one, because I'm building it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, instead of Star Wars fabric, I'm picking this other one simply because I don't want to get in trouble for putting it in the same folders, right? It's a different image, but it's different. So I don't want to get in trouble. So we're going to go ahead and publish that, and we'll see if it goes live or not, because it looks like once I added that collection, it took away the capability to schedule it, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, who really cares, right? If you're in here doing that. Nope, it's scheduled to publish. So just do that before you add, if you want to schedule it, just make sure you click schedule before you add everything else in there. So you can see your scheduled pins and everything, which I only have this one in there. But that's it for this one. Now again, check the link in the description if you're interested in Pinterest strategy in general. And it's a really great free training. And if you have any questions, hop into the Facebook group or you can post them here in the comments. Thanks.